Today, we're going to talk about how thinking you are either on track or off track is a massive problem that will only lead you into failure. And if you're new here, please go ahead and click that subscribe button and grab the bell while you're down there so you know when a new video is dropped. My name is Camilla Bringsley and I'm a clinical dietitian and a binge and emotional eating coach. I'm also the founder of Wholehearted Transformation, the program for releasing binge and emotional eating and weight loss struggle because you deserve to feel your best. Almost all the women I talk to describe their eating and lifestyle habits as either being on track or off track. But the problem with having to do everything perfectly when it comes to diet or exercise, down to every calorie or grain of rice is, first of all, it's not compatible with living an ordinary life where sometimes life happens. And secondary, there's no room for variation, mistakes, or coincidences. As soon as something unexpected happens and things don't go according to plan, you throw everything out of the window and go into, what's the point of doing this anyway? This day is ruined. Fuck it. I'll start again tomorrow. And then there's no difference between 50 calories extra or 5,000 calories extra. As soon as you've done this a few times, you tell your brain that every time life happens or something unexpected happens and you can't do things perfect, it's okay to throw everything overboard. And furthermore, you indulge in kind of a free flow of food and drinks, and it can sometimes turn into an eating party that can last for days or weeks, where you eat everything you have labeled bad as if it were your last meal. Over time, the problems pile up when there's both too much unhealthy stuff that's on the menu, so the weight will come on, as well as you start doubting your own ability to ever make it. And then you merge this together with your own personal characteristics and your own qualities as a human being. But there's nothing wrong with you if you struggle with these patterns, because so many people are stuck here. You have no idea. And when you start doubting yourself in this way, unuseful questions like, why can't I do this? And what's wrong with me since I just can't handle my food issues? Why can't I lose weight? These types of questions shows up. And the thing is that these are completely unuseful questions because your brain will find a reasonable explanation to these questions. But that explanation isn't the full truth. And it's not based on anything in reality. But when you have been on track or off track, and then you have been off track long enough, you come again to the starting point of getting yourself together, like pulling your shit together, and then you start again, and then you state, that's it. This is enough. This time things will be perfect. I won't touch anything. I won't have a cake or anything until I reach my goal. And the thing is, you mean this from the bottom of your heart, from the pain you're feeling, you mean this, every word. However, the whole process repeats itself again and again and again. It's an eternal cycle of being confirmed that you're a failure and that you can't make it, because every time you pull yourself together and try to torture yourself to the finish line, you end up to fail and fall off track once more. So why does these things happen? Because perfectionism is an impossible standard and it's driven by fear. When you are afraid of putting on weight, you're afraid of staying where you are, you're afraid of being judged by others, you're afraid of failing, you're afraid of losing control, and you're afraid of what it means about you as a person if you fail once more. These are the fears that's behind this drive of desperation when we get into these patterns. So what's the solution here? That's actually the program Wholehearted Transformation. Because you have to learn a different way to approach food so you can navigate the gray areas of life. All the times when things aren't black and white and it doesn't go in according to your plans. You have to stop these harmful patterns that keeps you stuck in a negative cycle you're stuck in. And at the same time, you need to develop a mentality and routines when it comes to diet and exercise that allows you to do life while also doing the right things for the right reason, because that is what will lead you to reaching your goals once and for all and staying there, getting those goals to be permanent. You simply have to change your relationship with yourself and your life on the inside, and then the outside and the external factors will follow. And this is what I do in my work. This is why I help women who have struggled their whole life with food and weight to finally get the results they always dreamed about. And that comes in the form where they have a life, where they have a good relationship with themselves and their body, where they have a good relationship with food. And food is actually completely secondary in their life, but they often enjoy themselves nevertheless. And it's also a matter where they have been using enough time to let the outside catch up to match their inside. And we need to go deep and work on these things that are really holding you back before all the other things fall into place. Because the food and the weight struggle, that's only the symptom. Your body is only an external physical representation of how you have been living up until this point. But you can change this here and now. Change is only one decision away. And you and your body only needs a little bit more time to catch up with you when you start making changes and letting progress catch up with you. So you get all the changes you need in the right way once and for all. If you're ready to make a change in a completely different way than you have ever done in the past, then Wholehearted Transformation is for you. I've added a link in the notes below to check it out. So that's it for today. And if there's anything you want me to make a new video about, then please drop it in the comments below. I look forward to see you next time.